going on, guys? Welcome back to part 3 of What If Goku Never Met Krillin. If you missed the first 2 parts, click up above so you can know what is going on in this video. So, we last left off with the Saiyans all returning to Earth after killing Frieza, and getting used to life back on Earth. Vegeta and Nappa stay off at Capsule Corp after Goku told the two that there would be the best place for them, and Raditz stays at Goku's house. Raditz and Goku have made up after Raditz apologized for killing him, as he was just following orders from Frieza, and if he didn't at least bring back one Saiyan from Earth, he most likely would have been executed. Goku forgives him as Goku does, and is just happy that he has a good training partner again. Gohan, however, can't forgive his uncle. He was the one who kidnapped him and forced him to kill innocent people for almost a year. Raditz tries his best to apologize to Gohan, but Gohan isn't having it, as just saying sorry doesn't work for him, and he locks himself in his room, not wanting anything to do with Raditz. Chi-Chi takes Gohan's side on this one, and tells Goku that she's going to take Gohan and leave if Raditz stays here any longer. And Goku doesn't want to lose his wife and son after he just got them back, so he tells Raditz that he's going to have to leave. Raditz understands, as he was a terrible person for what he did, and he flies off. Raditz goes off into the city, and finds a job as a delivery man, since he can drop off and deliver packages super fast with his flying. At night though, while Chi-Chi and Gohan are sleeping, Goku goes off to train with his brother, to improve himself, and to get to know Raditz better. Through their training, Goku has been able to push his Kaioken to times 50 without any strain, and he also teaches the basics of Kaioken to Raditz after he shows interest in it. Raditz, of course, wouldn't master it right away, but the most he could do as of now is times 3. Eventually, King Cold and his men arrive on Earth to get revenge for what happened to Frieza. Once King Cold arrives, the Saiyans all arrive to fight with him, and Vegeta and the others get knocked down easily. But once Goku uses his times 50 Kaioken, he's able to easily wipe the floor with Cold and finish him off. Once Cold is defeated, a purple-haired boy comes out of nowhere and tells Goku that he was remarkable and far stronger than what he heard in the stories. The boy reveals that he is from the future, and a man named Dr. Gero is going to create androids that completely destroy the future after everybody is killed, and after Goku dies from a heart virus. He also reveals that his name is Trunks, and he is the son of Vegeta and Bulma, and is the last Z fighter on Earth. Goku is surprised to learn this, and asks if there is a way that they can survive. Trunks gives Goku the heart medicine, and then says that there is one way that everybody can grow even stronger now, and be able to match the androids when they eventually arrive. Trunks then transforms into a Super Saiyan, and asks Goku for a sparring match. Goku goes Kaioken, and even though Trunks is a Super Saiyan, Goku is able to put up a pretty good fight against Trunks, and give him a tough fight. Trunks is blown away, and tells Goku that if he is able to access the Super Saiyan form, and the other Saiyans can as well, then the androids won't stand a chance. Trunks makes his leave, and Goku begins to train to access Super Saiyan. After a couple weeks of nothing, Goku asks Vegeta for more information, and of course Vegeta only knows the legend from back in the day, and didn't believe it was actually true. So the Saiyans would then train together to try to access the form. Goku would eventually be the first to get Super Saiyan, after months of intense training. Of course, Goku realizes that this power is massive, but it's actually equal in power to his maximum Kaioken. Goku attempts to combine this new Super Saiyan power with his Kaioken, and since Goku has mastered Kaioken, it's pretty easy to combine the two. Of course, he can't access the higher multipliers without killing himself, but with more training, he should be able to. Raditz is the next to get the form, since he's been training with his brother so much. Once Vegeta discovers that the 2 low-class scum have gotten it and not him, he explodes in rage, and becomes a Super Saiyan just from this. It takes Nappa a little bit longer, but after being Vegeta's personal dummy, he eventually gets angry enough with this, and transforms himself. After about a year or so, Gohan finally confronts Goku about his training with the Saiyans. Gohan explodes in rage, saying it's disgusting when we can train with the people who tortured him and forced him to kill innocents for over a year, and they don't deserve to be on this planet, and treated like they did nothing wrong. Raditz was the one who forced Chi-Chi and the others into slavery, and that many Earthlings were killed by Frieza's soldiers because of him. And here he is, facing no consequences for his actions, and is a happy man now. Goku snaps back, saying that the Saiyans did all of this because they were forced to by Frieza. They were tortured for years by the tyrant, and if they disobeyed anything that he ordered, then he'd have them killed himself. And if Raditz never came to Earth, then Frieza would have found them eventually and killed them all, and he'd still be out there enslaving more races. Gohan kind of understands his father's point, but he knows deep down that the Saiyans enjoyed doing what they were doing. He was there with them, watching them commit genocide on entire races, and they had huge smiles on their faces, and they laughed as they killed. Those images will never leave Gohan's mind. and he can't stay here anymore if his father is going to associate himself with those mass murderers. Gohan rushes off, and Goku doesn't go after him, as he knows he just needs time to cool off, and hopefully he'll come to understand why the Saiyans did what they did, and come back. Gohan flies off to the mountains, angry with everybody and everything, and just cries, not knowing what else he can do to make this pain go away. This is when a strange old man comes up to Gohan, and tells him that he knows why he ran away, and he knows what harm these Saiyans can cause. Gohan asks how he knows about the Saiyans, and the old man says he got everything taken away from him by a Saiyan a long time ago, and him and Gohan want the same thing, the Saiyans to leave the planet. And since Gohan is a smart boy, maybe the two of them can work together and find a way to make sure the Saiyans see the consequences of their actions. Gohan agrees with the old man and asks him what his name is and what exactly he can do. The man tells Gohan his name is Dr. Gero, and all Gohan has to do is follow exactly everything he says. And that's where we're going to leave it for right now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you around for the next one. So, till we meet again guys, see you later.